As it fucking...
As that starts, I just go off screen. This is awesome.
So the last 24 hours have been fucking strange, dude.
Weird, dude. Calling for a blizzard. We got mostly rain up here.
We got all snow, and it was coming up here, leaving from my house when I got up through where about Bread Alone was.
Yeah.
On 9W. It was
over. Well, Bread Alone no longer there, but
right.
Well,
the factory.
The factory, but no overpriced egg sandwich. It was shit.
Yes. It was all snow, and then coming up out of that, and then it turned more to sleet. But I was reading something today about how the mountains and the way the winds blow cause like these temperature differentials to make it to where
because
you get 30 inches 5 miles from here and not get a fucking drop.
So remember Ray Stajic from high school?
Yes.
He's a weatherman, like a very popular weatherman, like I want to say like Charlotte area or somewhere. I can't remember exactly where.
Okay.
Well, he did a thing where he was talking about how certain elevations and things affect weather.
Right.
And he goes, here's my hometown of Syracuse, New York, how it's all green. This is rain. The next town above us, Palinville, they have nothing, like a half an inch to an inch. 18 inches of snow.
That's wild.
So Palinville got 18 inches of snow. You can see the grass out front.
That's crazy.
You know? Pretty wild, isn't it?
I'm not upset. I mean,
I'm not either.
Listen, if
you jinxed this, anybody wants to get mad about all this weather, it's this mofo right here.
I said it weeks ago.
You talked all kinds of shit. Winter's over. I'm like, no, it's not.
I didn't.
Ground's dry. There's nothing been wet on it. And look what happened.
I know.
You fucked us.
And I tweaked my fucking sciatic nerve shoveling this heavy shit today.
It was heavy, bro.
It was fucking real heavy.
So I cleaned the car off this morning to go to work like 5:30.
Yeah.
I started it, warmed up. I'm like, I get done, and I'm like, it's fucking rain. It was raining. My whole way to work, it was like 30, I don't know, I would say like 35, 34, 35, 36 degrees, somewhere in there.
Right.
And I got to Sawkill Road, it's 32 and snow, and the road's shit.
Right, straight shit.
Yeah, Kingston roads are always shit. Do better, DPW.
Yeah, for real. So, fuck that. I still say, knock on this table, after April 1, we won't have any more. I think we're going to be good.
Really?
Yes.
I mean, come on, Captain Obvious. That's like, the odds are pretty good on that.
Yes, but we've had fucking snow. We've had a blizzard on Easter before.
Oh, yeah. I've had I had a huge blizzard right now, like the 12th, 13th, something like that.
Yeah.
I was house sitting for my sister way back. I think it was the year before I started my career.
Oh, shit.
And like 2 feet hit.
Damn.
Yeah, something crazy.
Not good.
Not good. But they got the parade off in Kingston last week, which was good.
They said Carly went with her mom, but they went downtown to watch the parade finish, and shit was kind of sad. You know, it was maybe a third of the amount of people that you would normally see milling around, no vendors. It's, you know, I hate to say it, but COVID fucked a lot of that stuff up to where organizations folded.
Yeah.
And it's just not, maybe they'll come back in a year or two.
People need to stop.
They do.
They need to stop this not living stuff.
Right.
Get the fuck out there.
Dude,
it is what it is.
People slammed Florida for being open during COVID.
Right.
And they're thriving. And they thrived all through COVID. So it goes to
show
you
where the states that stayed open and did stuff, and parts of states or parts of the country were like, fuck that, we're staying open, we're doing our thing.
And they're doing fine.
They're doing way better.
Way better.
Right. And the people that played it ultra super safe, you got no workers, you got no jobs, boarded up businesses. Yeah, absolutely. It sucks.
You're right. You're 100% right.
So
let's move on to some good stuff. It's going to be St. Patty's Day, the day after this airs.
Yes.
And our top 5 this week is favorite Irish things to you or me.
So if you recall, last year I was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee on St. Patrick's Day.
Yes,
I enjoyed myself on St. Patrick's Day on the strip down there last year.
Very cool.
Had a really good time. Really wild time. So it was weird, like thinking a year ago the show comes out, but I'm actually in Gatlinburg at the time.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
And 2 years prior to that, we interviewed Tracy Patterson on the same week as
we did, and in an Irish bar.
In an Irish bar, yeah.
And its last event, really.
Yeah, and now this Saturday, I'm going to the Gold Glove Finals that Tracy Patterson's putting on.
There you go. And We'll touch on your other big weekend event too when we get to
Yeah,
that later on.
All right, so
Top
we'll work
five.
into our top 5. This week's top 5 are top 5 favorite Irish things.
Right.
That's how you said it. I just went along with it. Why don't you elaborate a little bit on what you're saying?
Yeah, it could be, like I said, it could be a sports team that has an Irish connotation, an area, a movie, a song, a person, a food, whatever.
Okay.
I had 2 honorable mentions. I left my movies off the list. I left them as honorable mentions.
Okay.
The Departed.
Yep.
And Fever Pitch. Fever Pitch rings out Irish to me because it's in Boston.
Yeah.
It just, and that we'll get to that later. That's somewhere on my list.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
Okay. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Number 5, Irish folk music.
Okay.
It's enjoyable. Like I don't know why. To me, maybe it's heritage.
It could be.
Somewhere deep in my genetic code, it's like this is just.
I find jazz very soothing. Not that I'm going to run out and buy a jazz album, but if it's on, I don't mind it.
Right, like I do that corned beef every year. And everybody comes swarming for it.
Yeah,
that's first thing in the morning. That's the type of music that goes on. It's on all day.
Yeah,
while I'm cooking and getting everything together. So,
and that brings me to my number 5: corned beef and cabbage with Irish soda bread.
That's higher on my. Oh, that's my number 4. So we're good. Corned beef and cabbage.
Perfect.
It's an Irish staple.
It's funny how it really not hard to make, and it's always in the grocery store, but it's just like a once a year thing. You don't ever have corned beef in fucking August.
I have before, but yeah,
but
generally,
it's just a one time a year thing. I did have it on Sunday night. My in-laws made it. It was very, very good. I limited cabbage intake this year because last year
yes.
I had a plate that was mostly cabbage.
Yeah,
and I had the worst fucking stomach cramps, and I absolutely
straight water, wasn't it?
Oh, from like 3 to 5 a.m.
Yeah,
it was so bad. So I totally limited the cabbage.
So check this out. I went grocery shopping to get the stuff to make this week.
Yeah,
there was no fucking cabbage.
Really?
None. No heads of cabbage. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I'm gonna try again, like tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
All right.
That was my number 4.
My number 4 goes with yours, sort of. Guinness and Killian's.
Oh, Killian's Irish Red.
Yes.
That is a very good Irish beer that I enjoy.
I like cooking with Killian's. I like drinking Guinness.
I can't drink Guinness. Too dark, too heavy.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because everyone's going, oh, it's so heavy, it's so rich. It is, but it's also the lowest alcohol content beer. It's just over 4%.
Well, what it is it's heavy because if you ever look, the carbonation doesn't go up; it goes down.
Right.
I just caught a glimpse of myself in this fucking camera, and I look like I got 80s fucking feathered hair. I'm like, what in the 80s is this shit? Number 3, Conor McGregor.
Yeah, you couldn't leave him off your list.
Yeah, I mean, I was a huge fan on his rise. You know, I went and saw him. I went and saw him fight live on his rise up.
Yep.
You know, he had the world he took the world by storm.
He did.
You know, he was the true underdog kind of, and then once he got to the top, he kind of became a dick. But he's still, you know, he's still a funny dude that, you know, can crack some heads.
You don't have Paddy Pimblett on your list, do you?
No, he's English.
Oh, he's English.
He's English.
I didn't know that. I thought he was Irish.
But you know what's pretty funny?
Did you see a video this week?
Pimblett, if he's in, when I go see Summer in England, I'm going to Pimblett's gym.
Did you see him with Joe Rogan this week?
I did not.
Okay. I don't know if it was this week, but it was on TikTok. He said that the people in wherever he's from, they eat peanut butter by itself and jelly or jam by
And he never
itself.
had a peanut butter and jelly together.
No, so he gave him a fucking
Crustable?
Gave him a Crustable. I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
He's like, it's weird, but it's good.
Yeah.
Talk about
he's a Scouser. I'm a Scouser. It's a part of England that must be like everybody fights and they talk really funny.
Okay, yeah, he definitely.
Yeah.
All right. That was your 3?
That was my 3, Conor McGregor.
Number 3, Dropkick Murphy.
Yep.
You know, that they are forever linked to us. We used shipping out to Boston for how many seasons?
4 or 5 championship runs.
Right. That'll always be a special song to us. And you hear them, man. It's fucking Irish.
Well, the start. Yeah.
Right.
because it was the first band to ever kind of make it heavy,
Yeah.
with the cool Irish folk music in the
No, it
beginning,
kicks ass.
and then boom, and then it hits. So yeah,
Yep.
I get it. My number 2, the Irish flag.
Yeah.
The green, white, and orange. You see it everywhere with the Irish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the shamrock. I would tie that into it. They're the two things that are biggest. Like
Right.
everybody gets the flag
Yep.
and the shamrock. It's not quite, and it's never anything crazy. It's usually just the flag, not,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like
Not
other
many things around it.
right. It's the flag.
Yeah. It's you don't fuck it up. You don't bedazzle it with
Right.
tons of other things. It's the flag.
Yeah, and then shamrock. Everybody.
Yeah.
Your lucky horseshoe, your lucky clover, whatever.
Yep.
So
There we go. Lucky horseshoe.
Yeah.
So that brings me to my number 2, the city of Boston.
that is my number 1.
All right. I'm glad we're on the same wavelength with that.
City of Boston, great, clean little city.
Yep.
A lot of heavily
Right.
Irish.
Which has, by the way, a fucking fabulous little Italy.
It does, but it's tiny.
But it's
like a block and a half.
Italy. It's
Yeah.
like the 1-lane street.
a block and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
I walked Madge through there, and he's like, "You're kidding me," because this place is clean as hell.
Yeah.
I go, "Yeah, Madge, we're in Little Italy right now.
That's
We're in
it.
Italy up there."
But super awesome fucking city.
Really cool city. Listen, my son is named Boston
Right.
for a reason. We wanted an Irish name. A lot of Irish names kind of have a little bit of a feminine to them. Like I wanted Kellen, she wanted Killian. It was always, we couldn't even agree.
Right.
And then like Boston's a city of Irish.
Yeah.
The Boston Celtics. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not a Celtics or a Red Sox fan or anything
Right.
like that, but
Nope.
just Irish. And he's a blonde-haired kid with freckles and blue eyes.
Yeah. That city just screams like Irish heritage.
Yeah.
Even the fucking we want to just for that one weekend, but all the bars they just totally have that feel.
Yeah.
And I loved it. It was
Of course,
great. Can't wait to go
bars
back.
in Ireland.
Yeah. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
That brings me to my number 1, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
You've always been a big Notre Dame guy.
Yes.
You have a version, right on your hand there. Yeah, so you have versions of it.
Yeah.
I'm not a big Notre Dame guy like that. So, but I knew that was going to be your number 1.
Yeah. It was since first time I can remember watching them were the days of like Tim Brown and Tony Rice at quarterback.
Yeah.
Up through Rocket, up through Brady Quinn, up through the.
I remember having my heart destroyed because I was dating Kristen Epping at the time.
Whose dad played.
Right. Well, he played for Air
Air
Force.
Force.
But her brother and her sister went to Notre Dame.
Right.
And here they're playing Charlie Ward in Florida State, and I love Florida State.
Yeah.
And they beat Florida State.
Yeah.
But then the next week, I think Notre Dame loses and doesn't win the national championship. We were seniors in high school that year.
Yeah. We can't mention Notre Dame without shout out to Bill Scala.
Bill Scala, who's an alum.
Yep.
Chris Mulvaney's a big Notre Dame guy.
Bill has Notre Dame sneakers.
Oh, he does. Bill, Bill graduated from Notre Dame.
Yep. So that's my number 1 that rounds it out. You don't get anything more Irish than the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
So.
No, that was fun. It was fun. Leading into St. Patrick's Day.
Right.
We could tell a few St. Patrick's Day stories that we've had happen. But we might incriminate ourselves. So
yeah, we'll let them
we'll have
rock.
to leave those rock. You want to move along to... Amazingly enough, we kind of ended with Bill Scala, and the next segment is Bill Scala.
There we go.
Presented by Scalable Computers. This is 5 crazy questions via GMAC. Number 1, if you could see a sex tape of any 2 Disney movie characters, who would they be?
A sex tape of Disney characters.
And I say Disney like loosely because like I know Shrek's DreamWorks,
right?
He could be in
Pixar
it. Yeah.
Oh man, Disney characters. Wow. Roger Rabbit wasn't.
Jessica Rabbit had everybody in it.
But were they DreamWorks or were they weren't Disney though?
No, but Disney signed off on it because like Mickey Mouse and them guys were in it. So was Bugs Bunny. That was like
Really?
the only movie they were like coercive in it.
Yeah, she's so trashy though. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would probably say Princess Jasmine and oh fuck, what's her name? What's under this Little Mermaid?
Oh, an all lesbian.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's straight up.
Man, she smells like
Fishy.
fish. That's terrible.
Oh, it is terrible.
That is terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like this. I don't know. I'd have to pick probably like Gaston smashing like Minnie Mouse or something.
Oh god, it destroyed it.
Yeah. Like a big human in his little tiny mouse.
Or Beast.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Oh,
That's kind of like people.
that's the end. Your furries.
Yeah, that's the. Yo, that's fucked up. That's like its own like fucking whole.
It is.
It's its own whole porn search engine.
Horrible.
The Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because think about it. Like, if you had like Pluto or Goofy,
Yeah.
and then like Jasmine.
Or how about Cinderella's cleaning the house and she gets her head stuck underneath something.
Oh, I'm stuck in the washer.
And the stepsister comes in. Ooh, stepsister, I'll get you out. I mean, off.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's awesome.
All right, number 2. What is something someone says that makes you immediately hate them?
Oh boy.
I got chest pain.
Yeah, that works. I got chest pains. Definitely works. Like I'm not saying the other one on air because it's too linked. Oh,
You know where people are always like, "Oh, just be happy." Like
yeah,
it's just easy.
It's a mannerism more than it is how.
Okay, so what is it?
It would be something to where you've expressed something that is like deep or fucking well thought out, and it's their mannerism is to brush it off.
Oh, I'm pretty good at that.
Like, it's not that bad. You know, go fuck yourself, bro.
Yeah, I'm dying a slow death over here.
Yeah, I'm fucking dying over here, and you just told me, it's all good. No, it's really not.
It'll be all right.
Yeah,
I'm dying tomorrow.
and tomorrow's it. Like the fucking doctor said, tomorrow's it.
Yeah,
it'll be all right.
Yeah, you're good. All right.
Rub some dirt on it.
Number 3. Would you rather?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Win a Special Olympics gold medal.
Okay.
Or come in last by a long shot in a regular Olympic event?
I've already done the last.
No, you didn't. Not an Olympic event?
Not an Olympic event. But
no, I mean like...
But I finished...
but I don't care about that.
Classic.
I mean like dead fucking last in like the 200 butterfly or something.
Oh, God.
Or the 100-meter dash.
How did I end up on that team? It's even better.
But that's what I'm just saying. Like, you're just a normal guy that has to go get some Olympians just to show.
Yeah.
Like, millions. Or win a gold medal in the Special Olympics.
I'm taking the gold medal. At this stage of my life.
Jimmy?
Yeah, straight. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm winning, but I'll take the gold medal.
Glenn Turbin.
That's great.
How many fingers do I have? 10.
Potato.
No, I got 4 and 2 thumbs. Remember? Remember? On, what was the fucking movie?
Oh.
The Ringer.
The Ringer, yeah.
8 and 2 thumbs.
I know,
4 and 2 thumbs.
we have ice cream.
Yeah. So you're taking the gold medal?
I'm taking the gold.
All right, number 4. If you were stuffed inside of a food and you had to eat your way out of it, what would it be?
Oh, that's tough. It's got to be something to where, like, if you're fucking in it, it can't be too dense because you can't chew.
It's got to be easy.
Yeah, like fucking
cotton candy.
I think
I get it. It's too sweet, but if you just spit on it, it dissolves.
Tapioca pudding.
Oh, so thick, bro.
I love tapioca pudding. I'll get my way out of that.
Pizza.
Too
it's
hot.
Dense.
Yeah, it's oily.
I still think like you got to think. Cotton candy would be so fluffy and light.
A giant human Twinkie. I can eat my way out of that.
Yeah. Maybe a Nutty Bar.
Dude, that'd be all right too.
You'd have so much heartburn, peanut butter heartburn.
So bad.
Like, oh fuck, this sucks.
Cheap chocolate.
Yeah. Fuck that. All right. And number 5. If every time you got a boner, a song played, what would you want it to be?
Wow. Every, I don't know.
I know mine.
What's yours?
The boys are back in town.
No. Elvis, you gave me a mountain. Oh, fuck.
No, or you know what would be a good one? X gonna give it to you.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Yep. Burning Love.
Yeah,
That would work.
that's pretty funny.
That's a good one.
All right, that's all I had for him.
All right.
What do you want to go on to now?
So, to tie that in, it looks like we have tentative dates for Memphis, actually.
Oh, really?
June 9th to the 11th. Stash and I are ready to make the voyage.
June 9th, 10th, and 11th?
Right.
Yeah, you don't need all that time. I don't think you're going to need
No, we're
multiple
there.
days.
We're there with the intent of Friday, Saturday is Graceland and everything around it. If we get a chance to shoot to Beale Street, we will.
How far is it from Graceland, Beale Street?
I'm not sure. I have to look. I know.
I mean, like, are we talking like 10 minutes? Are we talking like
I gotta look.
an hour?
I'm really not. No, I don't think it's that far because I don't think Memphis is big, but I don't think it's that big.
Roll them up.
Yeah. Old Whitehaven's pretty shitty. That's where Graceland is. We're staying in the hotel I found is in South Haven, 4 miles down. So they have a shuttle taking you back to Graceland. The airport's only fucking 2 miles away in either direction. So it'll be good. I'm psyched.
So I said, is there any football camps near there at that time?
I'll find one.
We'll figure it out.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
So,
All right. All right. So you want to work into Stately, or you want to go the other direction? Yeah,
let's
go
do Stately.
Okay. Here we go. That song is awesome.
It is.
I know if you're watching us live, you're like, what the fuck happened? Did the sound go out? No. There's a song involved in it.
Listen to the audio version.
Yeah.
You'll hear it.
Yep.
Stately Definitions, the Irish edition.
All right.
Number 1, the Irish Curse.
Oh, boy, I have that, I think.
A very small Peter. Baby corn. A baby dick. A bottle cap. A cocktail.
I do have that.
Nice.
I'm finishing first in something finally.
Is that pretty synonymous with the Irish Curse?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. You ever look at fucking Conor McGregor in a pair of shorts, it looks like he's got an absolute hammer on him.
Yeah. Yeah. Or fucking Jermaine O'Connor. He's got a hammer, too.
Yeah.
The Irish Goodbye. Preston Drukowski has it perfected.
Where you just disappear?
Gone.
Yo, dude, I'm
gone. It's always at his house. So we're sitting eating dinner, having drinks, and he's had one too many, and all of a sudden he's gone. And it's like, all right, I guess we're leaving now. Preston did the old Irish goodbye, and he's literally up in bed and sleep. In his bed sleeping. They have this.
Go figure that the Polish guy has a fucking Irish goodbye.
When someone makes an exit without advance notice or saying goodbye, thus avoiding any display of emotion. See ya.
Guilty.
That's it.
That's how I get out.
We did it at a recent retirement party.
We sure did.
It worked out.
Yeah. Slid right out the side door.
Yes, sir.
Boom, gone.
Next one, you've given a few of these. The Irish Kiss.
Oh, boy.
The slang for a good, solid, deserved punch to the cheek of anyone that has it coming.
Yeah.
It's happened.
It's happened a time or two.
Hanging upside down on a swing set.
Sure did on that day.
That was Irish to Irish.
It sure was.
And you sprinted home.
Yeah, I had to.
Right in the back door.
Sure did. Sure did. Locked that motherfucker as tight as I could.
Oh, shit.
That's what happens when you beat up a bully. You got to kind of get away, make your getaway.
That's right. You were opportunistic.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
The McShit.
Okay.
Usually 30 minutes after the complete ingestion of McDonald's meal, one is faced with the McCramps. They're usually just like regular stomach pains, but different in the fact that they are brought on by eating the McDonald's.
Ooh, the gut bomb.
I remember going to McDonald's and having to get you home.
Yeah, out of the blue. We're just talking all the time. I'm like, uh-oh.
And it was on.
It was on. Yep.
Dot
and cotton the whole way up that hill.
Oh, God. The McDojo. It's a martial arts school that is solely established to make money instead of genuinely teaching martial arts. Percentage of McDojos in the U.S. So basically your random fucking karate academy where nobody's a real true instructor there.
Yeah.
They're just there to make money.
Where they take the gun from the person. Now watch if you do this, and then they smack them.
They show you Karate Kid,
Yeah.
and they send you on your way.
Yeah.
The Leprechaun Delight. It is a sexual act involving a threesome with 2 midgets. As you lay on the floor, the one midget ejaculates onto your face, and the other performs an Irish step dance while ejaculating into the air. Entertainment with pleasure.
Oh my god! Who the fuck thinks of that?
I don't know. Leprechaun Dick. Similar to when you hit someone with the bat in Super Smash Brothers, you KO whoever you're giving the dick to. You really hammered her home with the leprechaun dick.
Yeah.
So, leprechaun farts. Slang for something seemingly magical that eventually backfires.
Ooh.
It says the plan seemed like a surefire moneymaker, but revealed itself to consist only of leprechaun farts. That rounds up the.
That's it?
Irish
That was it?
Statleys. Yep.
Not bad. We're zipping through this, bro.
We are. We're motoring.
Super quick. Let's move right into the next segment. All right, over and under again, presented by Boston.
Yes, on the fly.
On the fly, he was good, shirtless,
Of course.
of course. But if I was built like that, I'd be shirtless too.
Yeah, why not?
Number 1, Johnny Bones Jones.
Johnny Bones Jones. I think a lot of people are going to say overrated.
Stupidly.
Yeah, so very stupidly. Underrated as could be.
Yeah, they're always like,
don't
I've never
jump.
saw a fight that they say he's going to win. It's always like, he couldn't bust a grape. That was somebody that we would always say that.
Right.
He was always going to lose. He never had a chance. And the dude, he fucks up people.
He wins.
Always.
And he basically added 20% body weight.
Yeah, and it's not cut either.
It went out and fucked somebody up again.
Yeah.
So, no, underrated. Way underrated.
Underrated, I agree. All right, number 2, MLB The Show. It should be coming out shortly.
Next Tuesday.
And I know you guys will all be talking shit because we got a guy, old Costello, the dirt baller, doesn't throw strikes, throws in the dirt all the time. But then this game,
so many shit talkers.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if you realize this. This game, this MLB The Show game, created a friendship off of something you told me.
Really?
Yeah, when you beat Carl.
Yes.
I talked so much shit to him, and I never talked to the kid before that.
Really?
And that's how we became friends.
There you go. So
from me talking shit to him about
him whooping his ass.
Yeah, right. He was beating you like 3-1, and then you hit a fucking 3-run homer
off.
Yeah,
that was a bomb.
You didn't have a hit all game or something. And then,
I scattered like 3 hits over the first 8 innings.
Yeah,
and then fucking put 2 on and tank.
Yep.
So, awesome game, so in depth.
And Jeter's going to be in it finally.
Jeter's finally in it. He is. Jazz Chisholm's the cover boy for the regular edition.
Yep.
Jeter's the cover boy for the special edition. A lot of Negro League ballparks in it this year. A lot of Negro League players, which is going to make it super interesting.
Okay.
Josh Gibson, Satchel Paige.
First
time in games.
They got to have like where they can throw right in your ribs.
They probably do. Josh Gibson hit moonshots.
Yeah.
The rumor is he had over 800 home runs.
Really?
As a Negro League player.
So they got some of the original ballparks, you're saying?
Yeah, the ones that date back to 1905, 1890. The original Comiskey's in it.
I remember playing like at the Polo Grounds when I had the game a few years ago.
Yeah.
Shea Stadium.
Shea and Yankee, originally Yankee Stadium, both in it. I'd love to see. I haven't seen it in a game in a long time. Ebbets Field needs to make an appearance in a game coming up.
Yeah, I've seen it in other games.
Once or twice, it was in like an old RBI or something like that. But or MVP baseball. Something.
Does Detroit's old stadium ever make it in? I love that stadium with the upper deck that faced out even.
I don't know. See, I don't remember when they moved into this current ballpark. That ballpark, it may have been in an old game or two.
It was in like 85, 86. They were out of there by the 90s.
By the early to mid. Well, Cecil played there in the early 90s.
Yeah.
So by the mid 90s they were gone.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but it would be a fun one to play in. Because the legendary home runs like I hit over the fucking roof there.
Yeah. And Camden Yards is closing this year?
That's the rumor.
What the fuck?
I don't know. Ballpark's never that
Everybody
old.
says it's like one of the most beautiful places to see a game.
I think there's
Roll 'em up.
something with the city.
Roll them up.
Yeah, yeah. I hear
Yeah.
away from the ballpark. Is
I heard guys we know went down there to a game and they said, when you come out, it's basically cops telling you, do not go that way.
Jesus,
go that way.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's not
It's
good.
a new Detroit.
Yeah, roll them up.
Yeah,
Or Chicago.
Or Chicago.
All right, number 3. Let me see. Number 3 is fruit snacks.
Apparently to Boston, they're very underrated.
Highly underrated.
Highly underrated.
He destroyed an entire box of Scooby fruit snacks in one day.
Dude, I'll say underrated because if you have them, you're gonna eat them.
Did you have a favorite one? Like kind?
Um,
Remember when we were kids, there was like the strawberry ones and they were really like...
yeah.
And they were like the straight with the strawberry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Welch's ones is what I think they were.
They were like...
They were like 5% real juice.
Yeah. Yeah.
But they were good.
Really good. And I don't know if you remember this. And I'm glad they don't make them now because I'd be broke buying them for this kid. Do you remember when they used to have like fruit bars?
They were thick.
They were thick.
Yeah, they were like
thick. It was like a fruit, just a big fruit snack.
Right.
James Shantos used to get them, and my mom would never buy the fucking things. But he'd always have them, and I always like when I would go to his house, they had them. They were like these fruit bars. It was like one big,
dense fruit snack.
fucking dense fruit snack.
Yep.
They were awesome.
I don't know, fruit leather.
Yeah,
I loved fruit leather.
Well, years ago when we used to go to gym, we used to go to what's the health food store in town?
What is it? Man,
it's got like a fucking
Mother Earth.
And we'd go there and we'd buy them fruit leathers.
Yeah, they were good.
They were like 10 for $10 or whatever. Remember?
They were real good.
They were good.
And they're really just basically.
I think fruit snacks overall underrated.
The fruit leather is easy to make too. It's pureed fruit that they smear out on wax or on like parchment paper.
Yep.
And bake in a super low heat.
And then I think they cool it.
Yep.
And then cut it.
That's it.
All right, so that was number 3. Number 4, the Oscars.
Overrated.
In today's day and age, overrated.
Yeah, I can't. I know Carly said, "Oh, the Oscars are on." Yeah.
How did Maverick not win anything?
How did Elvis not win anything?
Well, because it wasn't really a movie about Elvis.
Yeah, but Austin Butler.
Isn't that fucking pretty weird?
They thought Austin Butler was
he did a good job.
Was a shoe in to win, but he lost to Brendan Fraser.
Well, Brendan Fraser really did it.
He did a really good job.
And what was cool was Short Round being up there and winning, and Harrison Ford being the one that presented that.
Right.
Not that award, but for the best picture.
Yeah, the cinematic, the costuming, all that shit.
I don't know, dude. I watched some of the movies and they're shit.
The soundtrack for... Listen, I'm glad the Elvis soundtrack didn't win because honestly, it wasn't that good. Right. It was a lot of remix shit, and I didn't really like the way it came out. But the Top Gun soundtrack... Yes! Come on. How does it not? It has a number one song with the Lady Gaga song. Yeah. And it's fucking Top Gun.
And the song, and the other song we came into one time, remember? Yes. Where they were playing football on the beach. Yep. What the fuck?
I don't know. I think if you are a commercial movie, if you are a mainstream blockbuster type film, right, you're automatically slanted against winning a big award.
Well, that was like, you're 100% right. That was like any of the Avenger movies. Right. How did they not win like best costumes or makeup or something?
CG.
Right, CG. Yeah, right, whatever.
There's got to be something.
They were like the highest grossing films ever, and they won nothing.
The only big movie, I'm sure there's more.
Titanic
was Titanic. Yeah. That won every fucking award.
Which it should have at the time.
It should have at the time. And that was the big mainstream. But since then, there really hasn't been. You'll see movies that are like, what's Chocolat? I didn't see that. Or what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, they were just not. There were shit you'd see at Upstate Films, not at the mall.
Right. Like you said, not mainstream.
Not mainstream. Yeah. So
I don't care. That shit.
Yeah.
All right, and number 5, Peeps.
Way underrated.
Way underrated.
Underrated.
Do you open the cellophane and let them firm up?
You have to.
Yes.
You have to.
Like, I can eat them, completely like soft, fresh out of the package. But if you leave them out like a day where they stiffen up a little bit, oh man, good.
Too interesting.
Well, hold on. Do you go bunnies or the actual chicks?
Chicks.
Bunnies don't bother me either.
No, but chicks is the original.
Any favorite color?
Yellow.
Yeller?
Yeah.
I like the purple ones. Pink. Oh, any color.
Yeah.
I don't think they actually taste any
And
different.
any of the ones dipped in Krause's chocolate,
You bougie bitch.
I'll have to have Hannah bring some home for me.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of marshmallows, I don't know if you've seen them in the store. Jet Puff, one of the main marshmallow makers.
Like Stay Puft?
Yeah, I guess. It's a marshmallow, and it's called Campfire.
Okay.
It's got like a toasting on the edge around the whole marshmallow. And inside the marshmallow is like a graham cracker combo stuffed with chocolate.
Nice.
Yo, so you bite it and you got a fucking s'more.
You got a s'more
marshmallow.
and right there.
Killing it.
Nice.
Smoking good.
Pre-made.
Yes.
Toasted.
Yeah, they're ready to roll.
Nice.
But a marshmallow, I had originally said marshmallow fluff in a funny, weird fucking story. Back at Teletrade, guy that hired me, and he's still in the industry. I think he lives back out in California now. Andy Sandler was his name.
Is he Andy Samberg's dad?
No.
Adam Sandler's dad?
Or Adam Sandler. He was a fucking peculiar guy.
Okay.
We went to Chicago for a big trade show. And this is the dude that, we're going to Mike Dicka's restaurant. He goes up, and this was regular. Like, Carly went away with him a bunch of times, her and her husband at the time, on trips. He would go up to the table, and he would be, like, fucking nosing people's plates. Like, I don't know how he never got a right hook for, like, doing the dumb shit he would do.
Like, what the fuck are you doing,
He was
bro?
a dude that would pick the newspapers out of the garbage to read. He was fucking super weird. So he wore... Do you remember when contacts first came out? They had the soft contacts you
and then they had, like, a hard lens.
They had the hard lens, and that's what he wore. He used marshmallow fluff to put his hard lens contacts in.
Every day?
Every day.
How does that not fuck your eyes up?
And then he would occasionally come with fucking bright red eyes.
Isn't that like instant glaucoma or something?
I don't know, but he would dip his fucking finger in the marshmallow fluff, tap it to his fucking hard
to
contact.
make that it would stick?
Right, because for some reason he couldn't fucking do it otherwise. They were away. He had no marshmallow fluff. His backup was
peanut butter.
McDonald's maple syrup.
What?
Yes.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, beyond fucking weird.
So then how would he do? How do you not have like a floater all day?
I don't know. Like, how do you?
Or would he flush it after?
Maybe hit it with saline after, but yeah, he would literally put his finger in marshmallow fluff and get the contact and put it in.
That's some weird shit, bro.
Some super weird shit. This dude like, we all have the collections of something. He collected fast food wrappers. Unused fast food wrappers.
Was he a big dude?
No. Probably like 5'10", 165 pounds.
Yeah, not big.
Total fucking dweeb.
What the fuck, man? That's wild.
He would like In-N-Out, because he was from California, so In-N-Out Burger, Whataburger. He would spend hours on eBay when eBay was in its infancy stage.
Yep.
Buying fucking unused fast food stuff. Napkins, stirrers, cups. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's no use for any of this. There's no value.
That's wild, bro. That was very wild.
He had a super niche with fucking sports memorabilia. And he had fucking contacts, no pun intended, everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, so.
Contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good guy. Total nice guy. And one of the nicest guys.
You sure he's not in prison for like murder
weird.
and something?
No, because he was actually somehow ended up as a substitute teacher in Kingston for a while. And ended up moving back out to. Next time if you ever talk to Brad Johnson, mention Andy Sandler, and he will fucking tell you a million stories.
Brad Johnson would be a great person to have come on the podcast. He's got a lot of shit he's done.
I'll reach out.
Oh yeah,
I'll reach out.
Both reach out. I think, and Brad's got a store now in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, last I knew he had a store down there. So
yeah,
but
awesome. But I remember Brad telling me like when he met Mickey Mantle.
Oh yeah,
talk like on these long car rides when we used to coach baseball together. Yep. Mickey Mantle, him coming around the corner and running over fucking Robert De Niro.
Really?
It was either De Niro or Pacino, but I think it was De Niro. Came around the corner, didn't see the guy he was talking, and boom, he goes, just some little guy just ran him the fuck over. He goes, and I pick him up. And as I'm picking him up, I go, holy shit, you're Robert De Niro, and drop him again.
Yeah, Brad's good people. He would be definitely a fun interview.
Yeah, very good interview.
But yeah, I just thought
that's weird, bro.
Contacts.
Who the fuck does that?
How do you
that
put
guy.
two together? That guy.
Yeah.
And
what makes you think? Like, what makes you think that's where you start?
Don't know. I don't remember who he liked. Oh, he was a 49ers and a Giants fan. San Francisco Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Total West Coast guy.
Weird shit.
Yeah, super weird.
All right. So, well, that's the show for the week. No.
No. We got one more big thing. And it's really fucking cool that you're going to the NCAA.
Yeah, I'm going to the second round.
The second round of the
we do have one more
tournament.
Hey, Bean, can you bring me my bracket off the fridge?
So,
if you didn't figure that out from that great call that I just made, it's on the fridge, bud.
So you're going to.
I am going to.
It's the Midwest. No, it can't be.
It is the Midwest. It is the Midwest.
The Midwest bracket.
It's so weird,
but it's in Albany, New York.
Thanks, bud.
The Midwest bracket in Albany, New York.
Yeah, and so I had a choice of either day 1 or day 2.
Yeah. And
I just thought, you know what? In you could see the greatest game in the tonight's games to play in the first 4, or you don't know. So I'm like, what do I want to see? I want to see a chance to go to the Sweet 16.
Right. It could be a Cinderella Sweet 16 team that you actually get to go watch and play. So
right, and then I'd be invested in it.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not a basketball guy.
Right.
So then, so when I did my bracket here and picked them everybody, and I did a full bracket.
Yeah. Okay.
I want everybody to see this is full bracket. So if anybody ever says
GMAC didn't do it,
I didn't do it like this, I'm not touching it. This is my bracket. If this thing comes out perfect, I know I should have played the lotto.
Yeah, no shit.
But yeah, so we said we'll do our picks for the Final Four.
Right.
What do you have back to the Elite Eight or no?
I have the Sweet Six. I have the Elite Eight going to the Final Four. Yes.
All right, so we'll do. Why don't we go the Elite Eight on?
All right. So my South bracket, I have Alabama over Creighton to go to the Final Four.
Wait. Oh,
in the South,
you're only doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm picking.
I got Alabama losing to Baylor.
Wow.
In the South.
Now Baylor's. I was looking at this, and Baylor is a team that you could look for an early knockout, or a team that
run the whole thing.
Maybe able to run it. Yeah, because the way the matchups play out. My East, I have Kansas State upsetting Duke to get to the Final Four.
I have Purdue beating Marquette.
Damn, so Duke, you didn't have Duke going anywhere.
I had Duke. I have Duke. Listen, Duke's opening round is to Oral Roberts, who's 30-4.
Right.
On the year. That's a big. You're 30-4.
It's a winning program for sure.
You know what I mean? And then I have Duke losing to Tennessee. Have them winning that matchup, but losing to Tennessee.
Okay. My Midwest, I have Houston going in over Texas A&M.
I have Indiana. No, I have Xavier beating Indiana.
Wow. Okay. Houston's playing is the best ball they've played since Clyde Drexler.
And now you got to understand why. Indiana would be the team that I'll
would see.
Possibly see.
Right. I've got in the West, I've got Gonzaga beating Kansas to get to the Final Four.
I have the same.
Okay.
Yep.
Now my 2 Final Fours, I have Alabama going over Kansas State.
Okay.
And I have Houston going over Gonzaga with Alabama as your national champion.
Okay. I have Baylor over Purdue.
Okay.
And I have Xavier over Gonzaga and Baylor being your national champion.
Wow.
And I didn't even read the newspaper.
Right. Your bracket could either be fucked day one.
Oh, it'll be fucked day one.
Or.
So I'll just go. There's a couple upsets I have on here. I have Charleston, who's 31-3 on the year. They're a 12 seed, beating San Diego State.
Okay.
That, you know what I mean?
Right.
5-12 is the most common upset.
Right. You're talking middle. You're kind of middle of the road there.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do I have? I thought I had a 2 losing somewhere. 2. No, I have all the 2s winning. I know I had another pretty big upset that didn't make sense. Oh, I had Montana State 14 beating Kansas State 3.
Okay.
That was one of my other upsets. A lot of people like Auburn out of the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
I don't know anything about it. Penn State played Purdue really tough in the Big Ten.
They did.
So I have them going to a Sweet 16 and then losing to Xavier.
Yep. Kansas State has a point guard, I believe, like a 5'8" kid from Harlem
Really?
that is supposedly electric. That he could be the one to carry them far into the tournament, or they don't have enough. It's going to be one or the other.
Here's the big one. Syracuse and North Carolina are no-goes. They didn't even make the tournament.
Yeah, kind of sad. Jimmy Boeheim's last year. It's funny, the kid that took over, I say kid, he's a fucking grown-ass man that's got to be about 40 now. Adrian Autry.
Played for him?
Played for him and was in on the teams back with, I don't know if you want around Sherman Douglas, Ronnie Cycli era, like the late
Holy
80s,
shit, yeah.
early 90s.
Like that 88 team that
he
should have won it all?
He was right around that era of Syracuse basketball, which was a great time to be playing for Syracuse. Great three-point shooter. Never really did anything in the pros. He had to get a cup of coffee, but he's a Boeheim disciple.
Didn't they have McNamara as a shooter? Wasn't he the kid from Syracuse that wasn't bad a couple of years back?
Yeah.
After Carmelo?
They had Donovan McNabb as their point guard.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, he was a fucking beast.
I don't remember him playing basketball.
Yeah, he was their point guard. He was great. He could have went either way.
Funny story, Chad Duffy used to party with McNabb.
Really?
Yeah, because their girlfriends were roommates.
No shit.
At the time before he married Marcy, so he'd go up, he was just Donovan. He goes, I hung out with him all the time.
That's funny.
Like every weekend.
That's cool.
He goes, I go up and see my girlfriend, and he'd be on campus, and we'd just hang out.
That's funny. My mom, when she worked for Penn State, when she worked at Penn State, I forget what department she was in, but I went the very first time I talked to her after a long hiatus. I went down to State College, and she took me to her office, took me around campus, and I guess Kerry Collins was a senior that year. She said he was the single biggest asshole. And
I heard he was the biggest legend in that place. He was drunk like all the time.
I'm sure. That's probably why he was an asshole. And when she worked at Penn State Airport, she got to meet all the wrestlers when they flew in to do the shows.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of celebrities. She got to meet Barry Manilow, which was like one of her favorites.
Barry Manilow.
Love Barry. She loves Barry. Who, ironically, is now the headliner at the hotel where Elvis headlined in Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's changed ownership, changed names, but same hotel.
What's Barry Manilow's best song?
Wow. I'd say the most popular is Copacabana. I don't know if it's its best. I like, what's it? Can't Smile Without You. It's a good one. Looks Like We Made It. It's a good one. I danced with my mom in my first wedding to I'm Your Child, which is the Barry Manilow song.
Oh, Barry Manilow.
Yep. Good old Barry. She's a fan of Low.
Barry's grandparents' last name were Manilow? Barry's name is Barry Manilow. Remember in Road Trip?
Road Trip, yep. Yeah. So
underrated movie. Highly
super
underrated. Yeah.
Euro Trip, even more underrated.
Oh, hell yes. When he gets in the fight with the robot.
Oh my god. Yo, when the like underrated hot chick shows up in the bikini for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
On the nude beach.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And then you had Stifler, of course. What was she skin? What did she say? What did you skin a cheetah?
No, that was
You pulled out the underwear.
That was in the other
trip.
Movie. Yeah, Road Trip. Yeah. What'd you do? Kill a cheetah?
Boston, Texas.
Yeah.
Did you mean Austin, Texas?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tom Green is an idiot.
And that was shot at Ithaca College.
Was it really?
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, they went to Ithaca University. It was all about Ithaca, here in Ithaca.
That's right. That's right. He was like a fucking 19th year senior.
Yeah. And then at the end, he's making out with the dude's mom.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's
kind of like licking your face. It was all gross.
Yeah. So here's a funny thing that we're sitting on a podcast talking about this is if you ever look back at like the history of podcasting, Tom Green was one of the first people to do it. And he had Joe Rogan on there, and Joe Rogan was like, this is the best form of media. Nobody can tell you what to say or how to do it.
Right.
And there's like an old clip of Joe Rogan, like young Joe with, not that much hair, backwards hat on, jean jacket, sitting there talking to him. He's like, this is the best. And now it goes full circle.
Right.
Joe's the fucking pod god.
Right.
Yeah. And just signed $100 million deal with Spotify. So
God
figure it
bless
out.
him, dude.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. What do you think of my idea?
Um, the one from Sunday.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think we could be
I
getting
love it.
there. I think we got to make the move.
It's a good idea. It definitely is.
Apparently, my neighbor's getting laid downstairs
Oh, nice.
because you hear "hoo," like you can't giggle all that much when you're unless you're giggity. Yeah, I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move, and we still are been teasing the last few weeks of some major change that's going to be
Right.
approaching.
How close is that to?
It's a timing issue right now,
Okay.
and it's really kind of. I don't want to sound like a dick to you, but it's going to be on you. It's got to be on. It's going to be on you and your availability.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think Saturday nights are going to kind of be
Yeah, we'll have to lay out
a schedule.
some schedules. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every Saturday will work, but I got to get at least one. I got to get at least one a month to do it dedicate. But the rest of the month, yeah, I don't see why not.
Well, you know the part of that what I'm trying to say. At least you're not like it's the end of my week and end at the beginning of yours.
Right.
And
I think timing wise, if we come up and we knock it out, boom, it.
well, here's the thing. There's no reason we can't do 2 shows in a day.
True.
And then everybody gets a week off.
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like, if it gets to a point where it's more of a daily type thing where we have an office and everybody's passing in and things are going on,
yeah,
then you can. Who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean? Once all that stuff starts flowing,
right.
But before that, why not knock 2 of them or 3 out of the way?
You might be onto something there. You may be honest.
You knock 3 out and you're good.
Yeah. I've got an idea for if I was thinking of a little side project. You've got
absolutely do something.
You've got
but add to our
right. I've been thinking about TCB with HEW.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do my little maybe a bi-weekly Elvis podcast.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? You know what I mean? I'd really.
I've heard it's not going to be original because there are other guys out there that do it, but they're not going to have my take and they're not going to have emotional reasons.
Yeah.
For me, but what they do is they break down albums, they break down movies.
Well, here's the thing: you got TCB, right?
Yeah.
Here, I'm spitballing with you here for a second.
Yeah.
That's your guy. Is Elvis is your guy?
That's my guy.
But what if 3 Doors Down is my version of your Elvis?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a connection level. It doesn't have to be just Elvis related.
Right.
You know, it can start that way.
Right.
But you can pull people in and be like, what got you through?
Right. Absolutely. You know? And you look at Elvis's catalog. How many songs he recorded that were other people's songs that he took and made his own. I have been on a kick all fucking week. I've played it a million times. Rags to Riches. You've seen Goodfellas a million times. The movie opens with Dean Martin's version of Rags to Riches.
Right.
Elvis is more. He recorded it in '76. He had a more operatic voice.
Yeah.
At that point, in the way he fucking sings the song, it just gets me. It's beautiful. So that got me thinking, man, I could really do something.
Yeah.
With that, so that'd be cool. And and then dude, it could be.
You're hearing that, right?
Yeah. You come on, talk about, like you said, what Sal.
Right.
Same thing. You know, everybody's got.
Well, that's the attachment.
It's the attachment,
and that's why it can just be taking care of business.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, whatever, alter it to make it,
yeah,
or do HEW with the lightning bolt instead of TCB.
There you go.
And you know what I mean, but and you're saying that, yeah, it's based in Elvis,
actually,
but it doesn't have to be only.
I fucked
Elvis.
that up. It was actually going to be TCB with HW3.
Oh, there you go.
It sounds better.
Yeah, it does. But you know, you'd have other people that would come in.
Yeah.
I kind of there's 2 things I'd like to see. A, I'd like to see my kids have a more hands-on approach to this.
Yeah.
Like I think my oldest, my daughter Journey, could do such a great. She had that one planned out, Behind the Lines with Journey.
Right.
Yeah, behind the lines, beyond on the sidelines, beyond the sidelines.
Okay.
Like all the stuff that in her profession and the things that happen with athletes and
Right.
how it relates to them. Like, oh, I rolled my ankle, how that got to him, whatever.
Right.
I think she'd be phenomenal with that. I'd like
Absolutely.
to see that added in. Summer with the military wives and military life.
Yo.
How to reach out to other people that are just starting to get into this.
Totally.
Like, don't forget, like, she got not caught. They weren't aware because they're just newly married kids. They weren't aware that you needed duty. What was it called? It was called oh fuck, man. A free passport. It was something free passport.
Okay.
And it was because you're going to live in another country. You can't just use your regular passport.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, that's something she could tell somebody, hey, you're married. You're going to go and you're going to need to get this passport.
Right.
We didn't know that, and it delayed our orders 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So there's things they could do. And then my son, I'd really like to do a father-son podcast with him. Like, it's hard. He's a teenager.
Right.
So as a teenager, your dad's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing that's going on around you. You know better than everybody. You're moody. You're cranky. You're whatever you are. But, I try to give him and I think like everybody did. And I know you do with your boys. You try to give them what your dad didn't give you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just to have that conversation and try and talk them through some of the rougher parts of life.
Yeah.
And things that may happen. Because we're not all guaranteed to be here long.
Right.
You know what I mean? And when it's all done, it might just be memory cards of how to get through life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And another one, I'd love to see him and his crew.
Yeah, oh my God, they'd be hysterical.
Have a podcast.
Like you said, the new entourage.
Oh, they are. They're the guys. They're the guys.
00 Hog.
Yeah, 00 Hog. Marco could run a fucking illegal gambling ring in Saugerties High and nobody would know. They're like that smooth. So, yeah, you know what I mean? I'd like to see that. Like in the youth movement.
Yeah.
I'd like to see them like capture that. Because we already have like 7 or 8 shows under 24 Cross Media.
Right.
When you think about it. Yep. Like, between Outlaws Edge, Outlaw Blitz, False Confidence, Dropping the Hammer, you know what I mean? In the Huddle with G-Mac.
Yeah.
TCB with HW3.
Yep.
You know what I mean? There's a lot in the pipe work here that we can really kind of flush out over the next few weeks.
Absolutely.
It's just a matter of pulling that trigger.
Yes, sir.
And BGS. If his show is not called BGS with a big rainbow over it, I don't
know. But I tell you, he's got a lot to offer.
He does.
He's got a lot to offer. He would be a great listener.
And it's going to be BGS sponsored by Puffs because there'll be a wine bag.
Listen, Sal's got a calming, for a big dude, he's got a calming voice.
Oh, no, I bust his balls. He's got a very
very
mellow voice.
About him.
Handsome dude.
Yep.
But 100% gay.
Loves penis. Absolutely loves penis.
No, but Sal will be a very positive for male positivity kind of a.
Yeah, I know. I'll have my go-to buddy to bring on to we can
Stash.
Yeah, to review our Memphis trip.
Yeah.
We could do that on this show and that
show.
Well,
you got to think, Highland, when we started this, the idea was regular. I talked to you and I said, listen, I believe that regular people are as interesting or more interesting than famous people.
For real.
They're just people that were never famous.
Yeah.
Like we saw right off the bat.
Tommy
Seeker immediately.
Yep.
And then you just see it, and.
Oh. We do have one awesome fucking thing coming up in June, though.
Which is?
Leeson.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got Jeff Leeson, show, and we're going to try and land him to do the show before the show.
Well. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking cool.
It's cool that he's coming to our area. So we interviewed him, like, You know,
last year he's
and now he's really
here.
catching fire now.
Yeah, he is.
He's everywhere.
His schedule's huge.
He's everywhere on TikTok. He's everywhere on YouTube. He's all over fucking Facebook Reels.
Yeah. No,
so it's awesome. It's awesome.
All right, pal.
I'm good, man. You can take us home.
All right, for GMAC, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast, and as always, take it deep.